guys, good morning and welcome back to Stacy Stunning TV. I'm your girl Stacy. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Don't be shy, go ahead and subscribe. Join the Stunner gang. We'll be happy to have you. And of course, if you're not new and you're returning, shout out to you. Thank you guys so very much for the support. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. So guys, as you can see, I am in my glam studio. Welcome to Stunning Glam Studio as well. And my view is amazing. If you can only see it, it's a dream right now. Anyways, guys, before we get into the video, if you're new here, I don't know if I mentioned it before, give this video a nice big thumbs up. It definitely helps my channel. Subscribe to the channel, and also let me know in the comment section where you're from so I can give you a shout out. When I tell you guys to do that, you guys don't listen. Let me know where you're watching me from so I can give you a shout out in the next video. Okay, all right, so let's get into the video. So guys, today I want to discuss reasons why we need to earn our own money as ladies. Okay, so if you're interested in hearing this topic of discussion, keep watching. So I think we can all agree that gone are the days when women just solely depend on men for their well-being and just living in general, financial support and everything. Of course, if you're the girlie watching or you're the woman watching and you have a wonderful husband and you're a stay-at-home mom, or you just have a partner that supports you in every necessary way, one of them being finances, it's completely fine. Nothing is wrong with that. But I'm just bringing this video for you to have this at the front and center of your mind, because as we know, anything can happen at any given time. And you know, as women, we always have the need for money. We know what we can do with money because a lot of times we're the ones who's taking care of kids, you know, we're taking care of the home by yourself and all of these different things. And especially like even if you're not married and you're like a single parent, having, you know, earning your own money is something that is extremely powerful as a woman. And I think that we can all agree. Like, think about it. Even if, as I said, even if you're married and you have a supporting spouse, think and they support you financially, think of how, you know, beautiful or how empowering it feels to get up anytime and go out and purchase something on your own, something with money that you earned on your own. You don't have to ask anyone to give you money. You don't have to wait on anyone to deposit anything, but you have your own funds. There's something very powerful about a woman having her own funds. And this is something that is very passionate for me. I am all for female empowerment, independence, confident women, strong women, boss moms, boss babes, like, and the list goes on and on and on. It's something that I'm very passionate about. As you guys can see, I am a business owner myself, having been a career woman for many years. You know, of course I was working and I was earning my own money, but it's just something so liberating and empowering about, you know, me having my own money and being able to dip into my own pocket to support myself should the need come for me to do so. Okay, so with this being said, the very first reason why you should earn your own money is, and I absolutely love this one, it allows you to say no. Okay, hear me out. There's a lot of times as women we're faced with situations where it doesn't necessarily make us feel comfortable. It takes us out of our feminine energy. It takes us out of our comfort zone, and we have to say yes to it because we're dependent on somebody else for our financial support, or just like support in general. It could be that, you know, you're not working and maybe you have to be on assistance, or, you know, you have to depend on your baby father or your husband for money. Like, everything that you need, you have to solely depend on someone. And this would mean a lot of times, you know, agreeing to things that you don't feel comfortable with agreeing with. And having your own money is gonna take you from that situation. It's gonna prevent the situation from occurring. You have the freedom to say no to things that does not serve you and yes to things that do serve you. Why? Because you have your own finances. Okay, So yeah, that's tip number one. It allows you to say no to things that does not serve you, or things that just does not bring you happiness, comfort, joy, or just make you feel like your best self. Okay, tip number two, guys, is it gives you freedom. Freedom, like, let that sink in, guys, for a minute. Freedom. When you think of freedom, what do you think about? I know for me, when I think of freedom, I think about the freedom to go where when I want to, come when I want to. I'm not restricted to just like a job, right? What it means to me is if I feel like spending a month back home in my country, I can do so because I have my finances. I'm earning my own money, and not just earning your own money, but earning good money as well. And this is where your passion and your talents come into play. And I believe I mentioned this in another video, that even if you have a 9 to 5, that should still not stop you from going out and pursue your passion, having a side hustle, having something that you do on the side so that you can earn extra income and extra money and have the freedom and abundance to go and come and do as you choose. So earning your own money, having your own income, is going to give you freedom for you, your kids, and your family to do whatever feels amazing and wonderful to you at the time. So that's thing number two. Earning your own money gives you freedom. Okay, guys. So thing number three is earning your own money gives you confidence. Okay, have you ever seen women, they just walk with their shoulder up, they walk with their head up, you look at them, they look good, they just look like they're well taken care of? A lot of times people perceive this and think that they're like sugar babies, or they have a sugar daddy, or there's just somebody who's taking care of them or financing them. And while that could be true, a lot of women these days are becoming financially stable all on their own because they've realized how they can tap into their own strengths and passions and turn that into a money. Okay, so this is definitely gonna give you a prep in your step. It's gonna give you confidence. You're gonna feel like that girl, like that woman. And who don't want to feel like that girl and that woman? I'll wait. Let me know in the comment section if you don't want to feel like that girl. Okay, so definitely get on your way to earning your own money. Okay, guys, so tip number 4 as to why you should earn your own money is it sets a positive example for your future generation. Okay, and when I say this, I mean your kids, your offspring. Okay, and even people around you who is inspired by you, right? It gives off that boss energy, it gives off that independent energy. And think about, as a woman, think about, now I have a son, but if I were to have a daughter in the future, I would definitely want her to look at my life and model it and see that, you know what, my mom was a boss babe. My mom did not sit around and wait for anybody to hand anything to her. She got up, she followed her passion, and she started a business, or she's earning XYZ amount of income, and I want to do that too. So it's a great example for your kids as well. It's definitely gonna start them off on the right path, because remember, as parents, we are our kids' first role models, right? They look at us and they kind of model their life the way that they see their parents. They tend to do that a lot. Obviously, when they grow up and they choose to live their life another way, it's fine. But really and truly, as parents, we are our kids' first role model. Whatever they see in their environment is what they grow up with. Whatever they grow up, whatever examples they see growing up is what they're gonna grow it and take that as truth. Because remember, kids are like sponge, from age 0 to about 6. I believe, scientifically they say that kids are more susceptible to adapt a lot of the things that they see when they're growing up and at those tender ages. So definitely consider your kids. Like when you're thinking about being lazy, or you're thinking about, oh my gosh, like I don't want to do this today, or why am I doing this? If you have kids, think about your kids, because you're going to be a positive example in their life, and you're going to be a big part of how their life turn out, whether it's positive are negative. You know, I know and I hear a lot of people say, well, they have their own choices and you don't control your kids' mind or you don't make their mind, which is right, but we help to influence them from a young age, and we could definitely play a very important role depending on how us as parents live our life, okay? Take for example my mom. My mom is not the richest person alive, but she is a lioness, okay? She is so independent. Like, my mom have had like 3 or 4 houses in my lifetime. I look at her and I say, oh my gosh, like I want to be like that. She's so strong, and against all the adversity that was pushed in her way, all the obstacles and things that she had to face, and I would know because I am a firstborn, so I was there for a lot of the things that she had to go through, and she came out victorious. Like, she's so victorious, and I look up to her and I draw strength from that, and that is just so inspiring and so motivating. And if I have a daughter in the future, of course I'm that for my son as well, but I definitely want to be that for my daughter as well. And my son is obviously learning because he's a alpha male, and I know he's gonna be so good in his life. So thing number 5 is security. When you earn your own money, you make your own money, you're a boss babe, you have security. A lot of things that destroy relationships and marriages, and reasons why, you know, as women we stay in certain situations sometimes, is because of financial security, okay? We feel like, oh my gosh, if I leave this man, like what am I gonna do? I'm not secure, like what's gonna happen? And then they think about their kids. But if you're a boss babe and you're earning your own money and you're confident, listen, you're gonna give your own self security. You won't have to worry about, oh my gosh, where's the money gonna come from for me to pay this bill or that bill, or how am I gonna get this done, or how am I gonna pay for this? It gives you security, and it would allow you to just bask in happiness and abundance. It gives you peace of mind. You'll be able to bask in your feminine energy and just live a life of ease. Like, have you ever heard of that saying, you know, I want to live that soft life? This here is gonna make it possible for you to live in your soft life, soft girl era, because you don't have to worry about money. Money is one of those things that stay on people's mind. It's one of our biggest worry. It's one of the things that we just, when we lay at night, we worry about it because it is important, you know. And sometimes people say, oh, money is the root of all evil, but I believe it's the way that you use money, because money can be used for good and it can also be used for bad, okay? So I don't want you guys to focus on this whole thing of, oh, money is the root of all evil, because you can use money, okay, for good. Think about the church. Like, without money, the church can't go on. How are we gonna feed the poor? How are we gonna pay the rent? How are you gonna donate? How are we gonna get things done, right? So don't buy into the lie that money is the root of all evil. It is what you do with money, and we definitely have the choice to make as to how we spend our money. Okay, guys, so I think that this is a tip number 6, and this will be my final tip today, and it's similar to the last one, and that is, money will give you comfort, okay? Like, there's something just so comforting about having your own dough, your own money. You can go into your bank account, you can take out your own money, you can go on a shopping spree, you can travel. It's comforting, okay? It is definitely comforting having your own money. And I think I don't have to say much about this, because it goes without saying, when you have enough money to spend to take care of all of your obligation, and then you have some left over, girl, it is comforting. It is very comforting. It's assuring in that sense, right? So I hope that all of these tips that I give to you guys is going to motivate you and inspire you to, I'm not saying be a millionaire tomorrow, but definitely take steps in that direction, because if you don't start, you will never get to where you want to go. And I hope these tips is something that's gonna push you in that direction. Take one step a day. If you can't take 2 or 3 steps, take 1 step a day, and it'll be sure to get you to where you want to be financially. It is my dream for all of us as women, as parents, as mom, to become financially stable, where we don't have to worry, we don't have to stress, and we can just live and enjoy our life to the fullest. And if you made it to the end of the video, give this video a nice big thumbs up. Don't forget to let me know where you're watching me from. Subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.